I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. Know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, and that, stop it. Knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Nobody, like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
So what that got to do with you being, I guess, embarrassing? Like, because again, we seen you make posts on a story like the fight not happening. Like,
Gervonta Tank Davis officially started his training to win by knockout or TKO over Jake Paul and claimed the knockout bonus. Looking at this potential matchup, the Wade concept believed Jake Paul would rely on his size and power, throwing heavy punches but sparingly to conserve energy. In contrast, Gervonta Tank Davis will utilize his superior speed, defense, and footwork to evade his opponent's attacks. Tank's strategy is to be patient, let Jake make mistakes, and then explosively counterpunch. He aims to slow Jake down and dominate the later rounds.
Is that Jake Paul will probably use his size, his frame, and his power to try to land big shots, not throw a ton of punches, and not gas himself out against Tank, who, again, this is an exhibition. Yes, there'll be judges, and someone, I guess, will win, is what they're saying, but does that mean that someone actually has a win-loss on their record? No, because you can't sanction something like this in a pro fight. Tank, on the other hand, who already is a low-output puncher, is going to look to utilize his speed, his head movement, his quickness, his agility, his angles, his footwork, his defense to offense transition, and vice versa to catch Jake when he does eventually open up with bigger punches and make him pay. Also, he's going to look to slow Jake down and potentially work him into those later rounds to where Tank can still be explosive. And when I look at...
Furthermore, Wade pointed out that Gervonta Tank Davis appears to have bulked up his physique for this fight, estimating he may be walking around at 150 to 160 pounds. The reason for this is that he needs to carry more power to have a chance of knocking out Jake Paul, who will be a much larger man, potentially weighing over 200 pounds on fight night.
But you see even here, he is a little bit more broad, a little bit more filled out in the back, shoulders, arms. The entire point I'm making here is that Tank is loading up, making himself bigger, not too much, but making himself more around his walk-around weight, maybe 150, maybe 160 pounds for this fight, because he needs that power to knock Jake out. He still has speed, still has ability, still has quickness, agility, all of that. But this type of power he will need to try to even knock a 200 and probably on the night, 210, 215 pound man.
Nakisa Badarian strongly defends Jake Paul's position in boxing, calling his success well-deserved. He argues that unlike many prospects, Paul has never taken easy fights against opponents just there to lose. Badarian states that given Paul's legitimate in-ring accomplishments and his impact outside the sport, his high-profile opportunities make complete sense.
I feel like it's well-deserved what he's doing in the sport, the level of competition. People can say whatever they want. You look at all these fighters earlier in their career, they're literally fighting people who are there to lose. Yeah. Jake has never fought someone who's there to lose, so given what he's done inside the ring and you see what he's doing outside the ring, it makes sense.
Moreover, Badarian stated that in the situation with Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis was the one who gave Roach a career opportunity. Badarian implied that Roach needs Davis for relevance and expressed hope they might have a rematch in the future if Davis decides to pursue it.
Ultimately, Gervonta Davis gave Roach an opportunity. That fight was what it was, and Roach needs Gervonta to be relevant, and hopefully they'll run it back if and when Gervonta decides.
Moving ahead, Lamont Roach Sr. stated he is not focused on a potential fight with Gervonta Davis. He believes a matchup is unlikely, especially if Davis retires. Their team remains dedicated to their current fight and goal of building the next American boxing star. They are keeping their options open for future fights after they handle their immediate business.
We checking him out. So if that's the case, we checked him out. And if he retired, retire. You know, and wish him the best in his retired life. So I don't think we get it. being realistic. But if we do, we'll see. We're not focused on it. We got bigger, like I said, in the press conference, looking for next stars out here. We could be the next American star out here. That we got goals to accomplish, and we not focused on that, and that is not in our mindset right now. We focus on Isaac Cruz. And there's plenty of options after that, after this fight.
Similarly, Lamont Roach Jr. called the Jake Paul versus. Tank Davis fight a circus show just for entertainment. He firmly labeled Gervonta Davis's decision to pursue this fight a duck, accusing him of breaching their contracted matchup. Roach stated he is calling a spade, clearly upset that Davis is avoiding their agreed upon fight.
Went to the circus show fight, and he said he was going to retire. I believe him.
Why do you say he's a circus show fight?
It's just for and giggles. Jake Paul's 200 pounds, and he's whatever he is. So.
Spoke to Roberto Diaz over in Florida, and I know he's part of your team. He was a little bit upset when all that news came out. He called it a duck. Would you call it a duck?
For sure. You can call it a spade, for sure. If we're contracted to fight and you go and take another fight, you breach that contract, you go take another fight, that's a clear duck. I mean, obviously.
But Gervonta Tank Davis made his intentions clear by publicly calling out Jake Paul and warning that he's coming to knock him out. His confident tone showed he's serious about taking the fight and believed he could finish Paul without hesitation. It was a straightforward message that highlighted Davis's determination and fearlessness.
I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. Know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, and that, stop it. Knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them to send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm,
According to Tony Bellew, if Gervonta Davis lands a clean shot, he will knock Jake Paul out. He acknowledged Davis possesses legitimate fight-ending power that Paul has never faced. Bellew believed that even with the reported larger gloves and headgear, Paul would need all the protection he could get. He praised Tank as the most exciting and vicious finisher in the sport today.
I'm not gonna lie, if Tank hits him clean, he's going to sleep.
Yeah,
Tank's got
we haven't really
legitimate
seen
power.
Yes, isn't he? We haven't really seen Jake Paul take a proper.
No, I mean,
shot.
Listen, he'll have a lot of smoke blown up his backside by his coaching team and people like that. But when he gets hit for real, with 10 ounce, well, I'm told it's 16 ounce gloves now, it's like an exhibition.
Right.
I'm told it's big gloves and head guards. He's gonna need them.
He will, yeah.
Because if he was to get hit with a pair of 8 ounce gloves off Tank Davis, he's asleep. Because Tank can really punch that. And I think I'd probably go as far as saying I think Tank's probably the most exciting fighter in the world.
Yeah, we're huge fans of him, as are you, yeah.
Yeah,
huge, so exciting.
He's vicious, he's a finisher. And yeah, I can't get my head around it. He's going to be fighting someone who's...
However, Gabe Rosado fully supports Gervonta Davis taking the Jake Paul fight, citing the reported $40 million payday. He defended the decision by stating that boxing is a brutal business, and a fighter's main priority is to secure financial stability for his family. Rosado also gives credit to Jake Paul, acknowledging that he operates in his own successful league that brings major attention and entertainment to the sport. He concludes that while it's a different kind of boxing, there's no reason to be mad at anyone for getting their money.
Making 40 mil is what I hear. Get your money. Because listen, this sport is brutal, dog. We got hustle and bustle. And to put yourself in a position where you can make that kind of money, you can't be mad at Tank. Make your money, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, who's gonna feed your kids? Who's gonna take care of your family? Who's gonna take care of you? So I ain't mad at Tank. Get your money, and at the end of the day, Jake Paul is in a league of his own, and hate on him or not, whatever, at the end of the day, he's bringing attention, and there's actual growth, there's good fights on the card, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it, man. Jake Paul's on the lane of his own, it's great entertainment, it's boxing, and it's just a different sort.
Meanwhile, Showbiz broke down the stakes for a potential Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight. He said if Jake Paul knocks out Davis, it would go viral, Jake would earn a $2 million bonus, and Showbiz would lose his $10,000 bet. But if Davis wins by knockout, he not only secures the bag and a $2 million bonus, but also redeems boxing's pride. Showbiz added that such a win would make Davis look like a superhero for the sport.
If Jake Paul knocks out Tank Davis, there's some real circumstances. The shit goes viral and I'm going to lose $10,000. Jake Paul isn't just going to win in this exhibition, but he's also going to get a knockout bonus and an extra $2 million. If Tank Davis knocks out Jake Paul, not only does he get to the bag, not only do I win my $10,000 bet, but he gets a KO bonus, he gets an extra $2 million, and he gets a huge GTD on his chest like a damn superhero for being boxing savior.
In his own words, Gervonta Davis confidently declared that his boxing skills are superior to every fighter worldwide. He boldly stated that when he is at his best, not even the legendary Floyd Mayweather can match his ability. Davis believed that from top to bottom, no active fighter possesses a more complete skill set than he does.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. Like, I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like, if I'm on my game. Well, yeah, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
So what that got to do with you being, I guess, embarrassing? Like, because again, we seen you make posts on a story like the fight not happening. Like,
cause I don't never want to like.
Due to a weight difference, Nate Diaz hesitated to pick a winner for the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight. He recognized Davis's boxing skills, but sees the size difference as a major problem. Diaz admitted he wouldn't even want to fight someone that small himself. While he calls the matchup entertaining, he compared these modern boxing events to WWE style entertainment. He ultimately told fans they'll need to watch the fight to see the real outcome.
Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. Does Davis have a chance?
Gervonta is a fucking great boxer, but he ain't gonna do shit. Jake Paul.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think.
He's just too small.
It just. I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
I don't want to lose to somebody that. There's no point in the fight. It's a great fight, actually. I'm not hating on the fight, but I think. My thoughts on it is let's watch and see what happens.
Similarly, the analyst strongly disagrees with the idea that Gervonta Davis should beat Jake Paul. He highlights the massive size difference, noting Davis is only 5 feet 5 inches and giving up around 70 pounds to the 6 feet 1 inch Paul. He predicts that Jake Paul will use his significant physical advantages to walk Davis down, absorb his punches, and overwhelm him with constant forward pressure.
He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
But you don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds. Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
5'5".
That's what I'm saying.
Jake Paul,
he's
6'1".
a little man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment and walking forward, then look, there's a weight advantage.
Meanwhile, Jake Paul has confirmed that a massive knockout bonus is available for this fight. He specified that the bonus applies to both a knockout and a TKO victory. Paul confidently predicted he would make Gervonta Davis quit during the match. His strategy focuses on getting inside Davis's head to secure the win and claim the bonus.
Well, other than that, there's a winner, and there's I don't know if I could say it, but well, there's like a big knockout bonus.
Okay.
So if someone knocks the other one out, they're gonna get a big bonus.
What about, does TKO count?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think my prediction was that you make him quit.
I think I'm gonna get in his head.
Moreover, Jake Paul revealed his weight against Gervonta Davis will be 195 pounds, a massive jump for Davis. The match will be a 10-round exhibition with 3-minute rounds each. Paul clarified that despite the exhibition, there will be no special restrictions on the fight. The only reason it's not a professional bout is that the commission would not sanction it officially.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. But, and so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that like we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Both Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are deep in training, intensely working on their power and speed. They are focusing on rapid combinations on the pads and delivering powerful shots on the heavy bags. Each fighter is clearly preparing to score a knockout, with both aiming to claim the lucrative $2 million knockout bonus. In his training camp, Gervonta Davis is using a heavy ball with his teammates. They are aggressively throwing the ball at each other's bodies to build core power and toughness. This drill is designed to enhance his punching force and condition his body to absorb powerful shots. It's a clear effort to sharpen his strength and boost his cardio for the upcoming fight. In his latest training, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is focusing intensely on powerful body shots. He is working the heavy bag with a clear strategy to target Jake Paul's midsection during the fight. The goal is to wear Paul down, drain his energy, and slow his movement as the rounds progress. This calculated approach is designed to set up a potential knockout in the later rounds of the fight. In a significant move, professional boxer Raymond Ford has joined Jake Paul's training camp. Ford, a current world champion, is there to help Paul prepare for his fight against Gervonta Davis. His expertise is specifically focused on developing a strategy to secure a knockout victory against Tank. This collaboration shows Paul is bringing in top-tier talent to craft a game plan for the biggest fight of his career. The stage is set for November 14th. Gervonta Davis will bulk up to face Jake Paul at 190 pounds. The question remains, will Davis's elite skill and fight IQ be enough to secure the knockout, or will Paul's significant size and power prove too much to handle? With a $2 million knockout bonus on the line, we will see if Tank can absorb Jake's best shots, or if Paul can withstand the explosive speed and precision coming his way. The stakes have never been higher. This is a true clash of styles with both legacy and a massive payday hanging in the balance. The world will be watching to crown a winner. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Who are you supporting, Jake Paul or Gervonta "Tank" Davis?